Hundreds of thousands of protesters clad in green, yellow, red and many different colors, each representing a rights group advocating for causes ranging from clean electoral roll to environmental rights, have converged here in and around the stadium. The peaceful rally represents an opportunity for the opposition to boost the morale of its supporters as it builds momentum towards the country's 13th general election due anytime before June this year. Police have already arrested several hundreds of demonstrators way ahead of the rally, but many of them remain defiant of orders to disperse and continue to march on for a reform to the electoral system that they said was plagued with frauds. This is the controversial Lynas Advanced Material Plant, a rare earth refinery in Kuantan, 250 kilometers from Kuala Lumpur. Lynas said that construction of this plant is 91% complete and that it would kick off production in March. So if it pans out as they planned, this refinery will be producing metals worth $1.6 billion a year. They are used to make green technology products like flat screen TV, hybrid cars, wind turbine and LEDs. Adding all the numbers in 11-11-2011, you get the auspicious number 8, the wedding jackpot. Well, a few here believe that getting married on these triple numbers would bring a lifetime of luck and fortune. Many others just did it because it's a date they can never forget. I'm Jia Ning, CNC World, Kuala Lumpur.
This is CNC World, a new perspective.
Timorese have high hopes as they move on from the turbulent past. For more than 20 years, Francisca Mesquita de Castro has been collecting rocks by the sea in Mati Ot in Timor-Leste's capital city Dili and sell them to construction companies. The 52-year-old sells a sackload of rocks for $3 and would make less than $10 a day if she is lucky.
There is no way for us to find another job to leave. We have to sell stones. This is the only way to support our life.
That amount has been the sole income for her family of 10 since de Castro's husband was attacked and injured during the Timor-Leste-Indonesia conflict in 1982 and was forced to quit his job as a construction worker.
Nearly half of Timor-Leste live in poverty, and almost 3/4 of the population are unemployed. While many families here have already moved on from the 24 years of Indonesian occupation that ended in 2002, their biggest challenge now is making ends meet.
Castro and her family live in a ramshackle house along a hill in Dili, sleeping on cardboards on concrete floors. A long time ago, I got arrested and hurt by the Indonesian military. Then the Indonesians accused me of being the freedom fighter for Timor-Leste and sent me to prison. Timor-Leste has a population of 1.06 million and is situated between Indonesia and Australia. It was liberated by United Nations-backed referendum from years of Indonesian occupation that the government said destroyed 80% of Timor-Leste's infrastructure. Just when the country was recuperating, it suffered a coup in 2006 that killed 37 people and displaced hundreds of thousands of families. That was followed by attempted assassinations 2 years later, targeting the country's president and prime minister. The political turbulence was part of the reasons why about 41% of Timorese live below the poverty line of $0.88 a day, as the country struggles with a massive unemployment rate. But people here have never given up hope, and the government seems to be heading for the right direction for improvement. This is a crucial year for Timor-Leste, with general elections coming in July and UN forces set to depart by year-end. Amira Haq, the head of the United Nations Integrated Mission in Timor-Leste, told CNC that she is confident the Timorese will stand on their own feet after the withdrawal of the UN personnel. One example of that, she says, was the peaceful manner the presidential elections were held early this year.
Saturday's election is very much indicative of the level of maturity and development that has taken place here. So our role was primarily to restore peace and security after the 2006 crisis. And in that context, we feel that the security institutions, but more importantly the police, which was our responsibility, are now standing on very solid foundations. And they conducted the security for Saturday's elections. And all the reports that we had from all the districts was that everything was calm and stable. So they did a great job. Yesterday, the elections were a reinforcement of saying that yes, this country is well able to manage and conduct its elections in a calm and peaceful manner and in an organized manner. All of these give us the basis for saying that it is time for the peacekeepers to withdraw and for a peacekeeping mission to withdraw.
Castro said she has moved on from the brutal past and is now focused on getting all of her children, aged between 7 and 24, educated. Her eldest son was among the many doctors currently trained abroad and will return to the country later.
I hope my children get a job in an institution that can make contributions to our country.
I will forget what happened to me in the past, and I hope the whole nation can be united and have a bright future.
I think that's the essence of this country. It's the hope. All of them have hope for the future, and they look at their younger generation, and that's why they want the education, because they see a better life ahead. And I think everything here is in place for that better life ahead for all the Timorese.
This is CMC World, a new perspective.